Hey, what's going on? My name's Lucas. Welcome to my studio. In this video, we're going to be finding out if third-party plugins really matter for vocals. I'm going to be comparing Ableton Stock Plugins to Waves and Universal Audio, and we're going to see if there's any sonic differences. I'm also going to be discussing some trade-offs between cost and efficiency so you can get a better idea if third-party plugins are worth it for your workflow or not. So I love third-party plugins just like anyone else, and I think I just realized over the years that I had two major pain points with plugins, and that is, number one, they're very expensive if you think about it, especially if you're paying for subscriptions, and number two is that they're not as efficient as stock plugins. I noticed that when I do sessions for recording or mixing, and I have a lot of third-party plugins, takes up a lot of CPU and it can really slow down my computer, which can be really annoying, especially if you're writing music at the same time. So the purpose of this video really is to find out, do you notice that big of a difference between Ableton stock plugins and third-party plugins? Like, are they worth the cost and are they worth the CPU load? I did my best to dial them in as closely as possible, but it's not scientific, it's not perfect. I use my ears. And I also checked a meter to make sure that they're roughly at similar volumes. So the first channel here is our raw vocal. The second channel is the Ableton strip. So I'm using really simple channel strips here. This is our EQ curve. I'm taking out some low mids. So I looked at all these frequencies and matched them in the other plugins for the waves ones. And then for the compression, we're compressing pretty aggressively. I was shooting for around like 10 dB of compression. Now on the waves side, we're doing basically the same thing in REQ6, so that's what that curve looks like. And we're doing very similar things in our compressor, although I had to change it. It sounded quite a bit different, but that's what that looks like. And then lastly, on the UAD side, very different style of plugins, obviously. So on the UAD side, we're doing just a classic Pultec curve here, which is pretty straightforward. And we got the 1176 going on, compressing roughly to about minus 10 dB there, but you'll see in a second. All right, so now let's take a listen to these.
Just tell me if you're wanting a way out. I'm giving you my hand, just waiting for you to reach down. But you can't, you took the dream route. No, you can't. Just tell me if you're wanting a way out. I'm giving you my hand, just waiting for you to reach down. But you can't, you took the dream route. No, you can't. Just tell me if you're wanting a way out. I'm giving you my hand, just waiting for you to reach down. But you can't, you took the dream route. No, you can't. Just tell me if you're wanting a way out. I'm giving you my hand, just waiting for you to reach down. But you can't, you took the dream route. No, you can't.
So let me know in the comments which one was your favorite out of these, and which other plugins are you using on your vocal chain for EQ and compression. My main takeaways for me personally doing this video is, number one, I like using the Ableton plugins because not only are they efficient, but the GUIs are really well integrated in the interface, so I find them very easy to dial in. I don't need to open up extra windows, so it's a huge benefit. And then I would say another thing that I noticed is that I enjoyed the experience of dialing in these more simple kind of analog themed plugins, like the Universal Audio one, because there's just less parameters on them, so it has kind of a cool workflow. I also just wanted to mention, if you want to save a bunch of time, check out the link in the description to go to my website to download these Ableton templates that I have with custom racks for recording vocals, performing live, and a bunch of other stuff. They use all stock plugins and they sound really good. Another quick plug, I just dropped a UAD Console and Apollo video course on my website, so if you use Console and Apollo and don't know what's going on in there, I explain every single thing in detail. Let me help you get your money's worth with that, and let me help you save a bunch of time so you know exactly what you're doing so you can get your sessions running super smoothly. Thanks so much for watching my video. Let me know in the comments which third-party plugins you're using on your vocal chain, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Later.